So today we're doing pulled pork barbecue sandwiches. So let's get started. Pulled pork sandwiches, we are going to need a 4 to 5 pound bone-in pork roast, 4 tablespoons of your favorite barbecue seasoning blend, and a small bottle of your favorite barbecue sauce, and a large Ziploc bag. So now that we've got everything ready, let's get this prepped up because we're going to need to let this sit anywhere from 12 to 24 hours before we cook it. So we'll be right back. Alright, so we have our pork roast and we have our seasonings. So we're going to sprinkle this liberally on all sides. And as always, when working with raw meat, we are going to need to wash our hands when we're done. So we're covering all sides with our seasoning, pressing it in. Rub it into the meat really, really good. Also need to get the sides. Get the fat side too. Get all the seasonings that fell. Alright, perfect. Alright, let me wash my hands real quick. And then we are going to refrigerate this for 12 to 24 hours. So that way the seasonings can penetrate the meat. Alright, now we are going to store this in a large zip top bag and then set it in the refrigerator. So once this has had time to set overnight for a good 12 hours or so, we'll be back and start cooking. So our pork roast has been sitting overnight for a good 14 hours. So now we need to place this in a roasting pan. And then we are going to place this in a preheated 300-degree oven, and we are going to cook it for about 4 hours. So let me put this in the oven and we'll be back in a little while. So our pork has been going for 4 hours. So now we need to remove it from the oven. And we are going to cover it with foil. Now be careful, yep, because the pan is hot. Ouch. All right, so we're going to go back in the oven and cook for another hour and a half. So back in a little while. All right, so it's gone for another hour and a half. So now we're going to pull it out. And we are going to let this rest for an additional 15 minutes. And then we are going to shred up our pork and get this ready. So let's have a look real quick. Perfect. And make sure it's good to go. Oh yeah, it is perfect. All right, so we're gonna let this sit for an additional 15 minutes, and then we're gonna shred it up and get it ready for barbecue sandwiches. So back in a little bit. All right, so it's had about 15 minutes to cool down. So let's go ahead. Yeah. Be careful, it's still hot. All right, so get rid of the bone. Pull off the big piece of fat. Set that to the side. And we are going to shred this up. And we don't want to like completely shred it. We want to leave some big pieces. Move that to the bowl. Still too hot to touch. Guess I'm gonna need to invest in me some of those insulated gloves for these type of dishes. Get rid of that. Some more. And as you're going through this, if you run across some big pieces of fat, just go ahead and pull those out. And you can also do this with a beef roast as well. There. Put that in there. So let me continue to shred this up, and we'll be back with it plated up and on a toasted bun. So I'll be back in just a few minutes. So our pork is completely shredded, so we are going to add roughly 1 cup, about 1.5 cups to 2 cups of your favorite barbecue sauce. That's 1 cup. And we're going to do 1.5 cups. And then we are going to mix. All right, now it's thoroughly covered, and now we're going to plate it up on a couple of toasted buns, and we'll be right back. All right, so our buns are toasted, so I'm going to serve this up. And there we go. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Also, every Tuesday new videos are published. And remember, visit my website, fatboy.com, for links to the video and also a typed out version of the recipe. So, see you soon and enjoy.